My name is Karla, and today I will be introducing you the client, providing a summary of the initial consultation including the pre-screening of the client, determining client and practitioner goals, a needs analysis and any further recommendations for the client based upon the half marathon and their aerobic capacity. The client is a 34-year-old male, a father of 2 and a husband. His current physical activity capacity is approximately 350 minutes per week of a moderate to vigorous intensity. He plays cricket competitively and running between 15 to 25 kilometers per week. According to the ACSM, this is above the recommended guidelines. Pre-screening tool. According to the ESSA, FA, SMA and PAR-Q, no risk factors were identified, and the client scored in the excellent range in the CSEP's Fantastic Lifestyle Checklist. While the client has been cleared for high intensity and vigorous activity, his previous shoulder surgery on the labrum tear in September 2013 still needs to be considered. The client has a healthy BMI of 24, weighs 82.15 kilograms, is 182.5 centimeters tall, with a waist girth of 82.65 centimeters, a normal and healthy resting BP of 110/70 millimeters of mercury, and a body fat and body composition of 8.95%. The initial consultation and goals. The client's main goal is to compete in the Gold Coast Half Marathon and complete in desired time of 1.5 hours. To achieve this, the client has come up with some specific goals. Health goals include increasing cardiovascular endurance and decrease weight by 2 kilograms assumed to be fat mass. Behavior goals include increasing consistency of running and monitor nutrition to aid in the decreasing of weight. Exercise goals include increasing running technique and efficiency and increased coordination. Now practitioners must make the goals to become achievable by making the client's training regime low time consuming and cost efficient by including high intensity and short duration exercise. This is implemented as he has a family life at home and will aid in increasing metabolic fitness. Also implementing a healthy eating and meal plan to include the whole family to aid in weight reduction. Needs analysis. A needs analysis is in place to let you know what information to collect when planning training programs. The exercise that needs to be identified is the half marathon, as this is the client's main goal. The half marathon is a long-distance running event that primarily uses the aerobic system. It was traditionally perceived as testing the physiological limits of human endurance. Marathon running is a whole-body activity including continuous leg and arm movements. Bichelle and Earle state that primary muscles involved in marathon running are the quadriceps, hamstrings, gluteus maximus, iliopsoas, gastrocnemius and soleus, as well as the postural, arm and shoulder muscles, with a good core stability being beneficial to improve running performance. As you can see in the table, the primary actions are of the hip and knee with extension and flexion, as well as postural support. Injuries are present in nearly all physical activity. Frequent injuries in half marathon running are often of the repetitive type, such as inflammation or tearing of tendons and ligaments such as plantar fascia, Achilles tendon, posterior tibial tendon and iliotibial band, as well as stress fractures on the knee such as the patella and of the ankles. Physiological adaptations. The main physiological requirement of the sport is muscular and cardiovascular endurance, therefore the aerobic system is primarily used. The cardiovascular, respiratory and metabolic responses to marathon running are an expectation of increase in VO2 max and arterial oxygen consumption, body temperature, cardiac output and stroke volume, pulmonary ventilation, blood lactate concentration, myocardial contractility, skeletal muscle cross-sectional area, and slow twitch fibers will increase at high intensities. BP will also increase, mainly systolic blood pressure during exercise, but will decrease at resting levels. A decrease in heart rate at maximal and submaximal levels, and an increase in energy expenditure, and it is important to provide adequate fueling to the carbohydrate reserved. An increase in physiological adaptations will result in increased improvements in aerobic fitness. The physical demands of half marathon running is to have low or decreased total body weight, BMI, body composition of body fat levels and circumference areas, a smaller stature, lightly muscled in the upper body. An increase in age and gender also plays a role. Male marathon runners were less economical because their energy cost of running at marathon velocity was significantly higher than that of their counterparts. In conclusion, the subtle changes in running technique help to improve running economy and efficiency, while a high VO2 max is a prerequisite for success at the highest level and appear to be responsive to training both in the short term and over the much longer term. Please note the future tests for recommendations. Thank you.